Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off and running from Ford Field. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Goff dumps it off to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw from Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Connects on one to dip. He loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead,
and in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All JJ has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win, and there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most important,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
first couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Looks like the Lions going with a dime set here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Lions and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. They go play action with Goff. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Goff on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Throwing again, it's Goff. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. St. Brown's got it, complete. And this one does not go far. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Goff to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on a defense.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They are throwing it again. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 13-0 lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We get a look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First carry here for Aaron Jones. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Taken in by Addison, left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have it, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones gets it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's a give to Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run again with Montgomery. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Montgomery. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. On 1st down, it's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off play action, Goff. He puts some power on it deep. Big gain downfield. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 20-zip lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. McCarthy looking to throw. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to get it to Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. On the carry, this is Jones. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And 4th and 4 coming up. Ryan Wright on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. First down throw from Goff. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Has it down close. And he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Working inside the red zone, and he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience is, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they get this down to the 28. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Smith able to put it through. And that lowers the gap to 25 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he could not break beyond the line, so that's how our half's going to end. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all
Here comes
told.
the kickoff.
And he's likely not done yet.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. On 1st down, it's Gibbs.
That's why you often see some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Goff on 1st and 10. Oh, stiff arm. That one hits for 30. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Goff back to throw. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And this is down all the way to the 3. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On play action now, McCarthy has his man. It's Addison. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They're giving it to Jones on the option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Now it's McCarthy. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. McCarthy looking to throw. Pass is caught by Addison. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Able to find Hawkinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They send a tight end in motion. 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Escapes out to the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They've got 1st down from the 31. Goff to the air now. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Goff. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Coming right is Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Goff. He finds Laporta. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Finds the in route complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Lions football, and they've got to be happy about this lead to start the 4th. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 16. The throw is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Goff working from the pistol. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Intercepted in the end zone. Byron Murphy picks it.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Jones reels it in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Has the connection to Hawkinson. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, here's McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He has the 1st over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. That one's caught along the left sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll come up first and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Running right, this is Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Desperation time here on fourth. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Running on second with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing is gone. That's caught for the first. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Montgomery now up the middle. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions started celebrating this win a while ago. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 8. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. From the left hash, this is from 47. Bates' kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Chandler now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And things will end there, but plenty of damage already done. They've got it down inside the opposing 45 following the return.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has his man. It's Addison. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A bit of desperation on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.